Welcome, everyone, to another community update. We've been trying to do these at least once or twice a day to just talk about some good things and some positive news going on in the community. And I'm Dayna Roselli.
And I'm Sean McAllister. We are, of course, doing these updates in partnership with the Vegas Video Network and focusing on all things related to coronavirus as it impacts the Las Vegas Valley. Of course, we are now into week 2 of this self-isolation period here in Las Vegas with a 30-day shutdown for small businesses. And we're seeing kind of some ripple effects of these orders go into effect here, Dayna.
Yeah, I know we've been seeing a lot of things, a lot of people doing good and trying to do what they can. And we are taking notice and trying to reach out to as many people as we can. And Sean, I know you saw this post on Facebook and brought it to our attention.
Yeah, there's, of course, we've seen in the news that store shelves have become empty. But another thing that we've been reading about in the news and also seeing on social media is the fact that our medical professionals are facing some shortages. And a local woman has decided to do something about that. Mary Lind lives here in Las Vegas and has decided to organize a campaign to make face masks for our medical professionals here in Las Vegas. And Mary is joining us live today. Mary, how are you?
Good. How are you guys? Thank you guys for having me.
Of
Thank you
course.
for being here. And thank you for organizing this campaign. How did you even get the idea to do something like this?
So both of my mom and my sister, they are nurses. My mom has been a nurse my whole life. It's what I know. It's not something that I followed, but because of the passion that's going on now, as far as everybody in the medical field, friends here have reached out and shown their concerns online. And I've been following this for a long time now, as most of my friends know. So looking around at other places, especially places like New York, Washington, stuff that's been hit pretty hard, I want us to be on it. And, at this point, everybody is delegating certain things. And right now, let's just do it now, have enough backed up for when it does happen and when our hospitals do need it. Um, and even people that need it now, we're asking them to come in with their badges. We're specifically working on just ER and hospitals at this point. All the other doctors' offices and stuff like that, it will get to that. But right now, it's all of our first responders and the people that need it most. A lot of people are asking to buy them, but these are not for sale. We are trying to make enough to have on hold. So when hospitals, since we are only 2 weeks into this, do need something, we will have enough package to be able to help distribute to them, but also at the same time still take care of those that nurses that want it or doctors now.
Yeah, and we were watching some video of you actually sewing them and creating these masks. How did you asked your friend, right, seamstress, to help you with this?
So she's the best. Anna is hands down. I've been going to her for over 5 years, and I always get these ideas, and I'm like, let's do it. And she's okay. If you meet her, she has the best character. She's the most funny lady you'll ever meet, but she is hands down the best. We made so the prototypes that you see there were the first ones we were designing. We cut so many prints out before we finally got the one that we originally found out that we wanted and actually helped a lot more keep secure than the one. So it took so many false patterns and samples that we had to go through, but we finally got those, and now we're just trying to mass cut, mass produce, all while sanitizing, cleaning, and making sure everything is being taken precaution as far as making sure that we are distributing and cleaning and making sure it's all cleaned and sanitized before we pass them out.
And
Yeah.
so far, this has been kind of an out-of-pocket expense for both you and for Anna, correct?
Correct. Yes. But at this point, my whole focus is just if we can save as many people as we can, and health care workers, I would rather them take this home, wash it, use it if they have to go somewhere, everybody should be using masks right now, to be honest. I think it should be like a, today's society, if it's something that's cool, we'll all wear them. So if we all can just make them and just start to DIY our own masks, because even if we don't have symptoms, there are so many that are asymptomatic that can be passing it along to so many others. For me, the biggest passion was the worst feeling of my life was the day I lost my grandmother. And the last 2 days I was with her, she was on a ventilation machine. So I'm such an empath now. So the fact that I feel it more so, that's where my passion comes from. I don't want that feeling that I still feel for those other people that have to deal with the same things. Because I have a 93-year-old grandpa who's still well and alive. And as much as I want to see him, I will not go around him at all. And a lot of my family as well.
Yeah, it's great to see that you're taking this seriously and obviously wanting to do what you can. When you guys are making these, like how many are you able to make? What do you do? Work for an hour, a few hours? How many batches have you been able to make? And do you think you will be able to create over maybe, say, the next week?
So we've just, I've been packing and cutting like hundreds and hundreds of them. But she can only do so much. And she's also brought on, because of social distancing, she has another employee that came on that she was doing it by herself, but that's been helping. And I have been distributing bags across the community to their homes. So the people that have been able to sew, I pre-cut, pre-packaged with our materials, drop them off. I will pick them up. I wash them, I sanitize them, I steam them, and we're getting them ready to package. Because she has a cleaners, she owns the cleaners, so she herself can have them run, washed, and then be distributed right back. So right now, I want to say we're at least about 200 in. We just need to wash, sanitize, and pre-package. Um, but yeah, I can even show you guys what some of them look like. And I've been doing it at home. I've been washing them. I've been sanitizing them and steaming them myself. And the
Yeah, please do. Yeah, show us.
this is ours right
This
now.
is just a
So
live stream. We can do whatever we want.
okay, so I'm putting this on just because I have them already um, packaged. So just because it's aerosol, so I don't want anything to come on them.
And so, as you're suiting up here, what kind of fabric are these made of?
So these are 100% cotton, but they do also contain a layer of a breathable filtered fabric through the seams in the middle. But they also, these are the ones that we will already sanitize and everything like that. And I have them pre-packaged in packs of 10. So I'm going to put that away, and I'm just going to show you mine now. I just want to show you guys that while I had it on, but
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
also
it's
shown. I've
great.
been doing so much research on masks, and so far these have worked so much for women. We also created a large size for men, and I know a lot of them probably won't think this is the best, but we have noticed a lot of things as far as more protection when we do use stuff like a it's kind of like a filter tampon type of thing because of the absorption of it. I'm not saying to go out and go buy a bunch of stuff. We're not providing it. But if they do their research, if they want to go to create that better um, protection, they can go to that extreme to put it in themselves as another insert. So they can open it and insert this themselves if they wanted to.
And so that would just
But
add
this
another layer of filtration.
we would add another layer of protection that would be a lot more efficient if they were last case scenario needed that. But these are better than nothing, and we are currently working on getting a paper clip type of contraption for the nose to keep it solid and closed the whole time. So this completely covers everything all the way. And
Hmm.
now we have been looking and went to get something that will clamp onto the top so no air is able to come out or go in.
Mary, isn't it interesting that we never thought there would be a shortage of masks?
I that was beyond when I started seeing it everywhere, and even my sister from like I want to say a couple weeks ago in LA, she started to say that they were locking them up, and that's when it hit me. Like, if this is happening in Los Angeles and in New York, probably one of the biggest places, I can only imagine what's going to happen here. You know, we're not the biggest place in the world that mass produces stuff like this. So the fact that all these other places, smaller places, or even bigger, more defined places have these masks that are already short, and now seeing it slowly trickle here, nurses going online asking for um, masks or if they can make it because it's better than nothing. You know, I personally have two friends that I have already reached out to and dropped off because they're the main reasons why. As soon as I saw them post that they were locking them up and they felt scared, and it was just disheartening to see that this is what it's coming to. So that's when I was like, if I can do something, I want to do this because, you know, I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I also run a content creating business, and you know, a lot of businesses are taking the hit. So if we can create this, and with Anna, who's hands down one of the best and fastest seamstresses I've ever met in my life, she can. My one that I was working for like an hour, she was already done with 15. So that's when we were like, okay, you're done with sewing. You're just going to focus on cutting and distributing these packages. So that's what I did. I'm focused on just dropping pre-packaged cut stuff for all of our community. And it's been amazing. A lot of people have been reaching out, like, I can sew, I'm at home. And if people are at home, why not? I mean, it's doing something. We're going back to basics, and everybody should learn how to sew.
And I was going to
If
say,
they
you
can.
do have a lot of people helping you out with this around the community, right?
Yeah. My girlfriend Heather, she has a blanket company. She sews just as fast. She's been helping out. I believe that's who you had spoken to before. She's amazing.
Yep.
She's getting them done. My girlfriend Allison Fura, she and her mother, her daughters have been cutting. A lot of them have been putting in their own materials. Another local lady, Ramona, she's been helping with a lot of the stuff. My girlfriend Zoe, she's DIY arts and crafts queen, we call her, but she's been cutting through so many of them. And me, I'm just distributing, I'm cutting, I'm cleaning, but I'm just staying away from the sewing part. I can, you know, we can all have our weaknesses and our strengths, and that's probably not one of mine. So I'm doing everything I can to just kind of coordinate as I go and just disperse to who can, because we're still getting a lot of people that can, I can sew, but it's just navigating. And you know, I have my girls here at home, so I even take them along my car rides. Since we are keeping social distancing, I'm just dropping them off and like running back to my car, dropping them off, letting them know it's there, and then so we don't. I mean, it's been great so far. I'm just going back to pick them up, taking them back to the shop. We clean them, and just as long as we have enough stored and stocked, we just want hospitals to know if worst comes to worst, we will have backup in any case.
It's great. And it's interesting because even you just talking about, we are saying during this time, people are just getting creative. I mean, when you talk about sewing, there aren't a lot of people that just everyday people that know how to sew anymore or even have a sewing machine. So it's been a challenge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's been a challenge, but it's also been pretty amazing what this, and this is why I love Vegas. You know, I'm born and raised LA, but this community and this the way that we've shown to be together so much, and especially in horrible situations, we've all come together, and it's just like family. I've never met something, and that's why this city means so much to me now. Is if we can all just come together and get on top of this before it gets to the point where it is extremely needed, we'll be on top of it. We'll be able to distribute it to everybody that needs it. And even if they're walking around the streets, even if they're running or, I still see people going around, which they probably shouldn't be. But this being an airborne illness, even if you don't think you are sick, act like you are. Act like you have it. And when you're walking around, cover yourself, because that cough, that sneeze, that drop of, um, you know, um, oh, sorry, I got
Sweat,
Any
oh
any
yes,
saliva,
the
germs
drop.
or
anything.
anything that comes
Yeah.
out, yeah.
Yeah, any particles that
I
are
know.
coming out. Oh, it's like any particles that are coming out, have to be touched, be in their nose. So, um, yeah, everybody just wear a mask or try to make it, or I'm trying to make it like a cool thing. So, hey, everybody's wearing
Right.
masks now, because the more you have people covering their faces, even if they're not showing symptoms, it's better to just in case, make sure that you're always covering your face to prevent somebody else from catching something.
And Mary, I know that you've already distributed some of these masks to some medical professionals. What have their reactions been?
Amazing. They're so thankful and grateful that I have been making sure that they're getting this. And all around, it just makes me feel so good that we can do this for them. And every time we have passed it out, or it's a relief to them. And at this point, they shouldn't be feeling this way. They're already in it. I mean, and the fact that they don't have masks to protect themselves, then to go home to their families and have to deal with this, it's disheartening. But whatever we can to do to help them now, I'm all for it. And we have the time.
Yeah.
Most of us are home, so
It's true. A lot of these nurses and medical professionals, they kind of know they've been exposed, but they also have families at home to take care of. So if they need to make a quick store stop or something on the way home, they're putting on the mask to make sure that they're, not infecting anyone else, but they need stuff too. So, Mary, how can people get a hold of you? Is that you want to put out your social channels or anything that you want to share?
yeah. So my Instagram, which I am doing a lot on, is Princess Baby Diary, or you can follow Anna's Cleaners. She doesn't have a lot posted there. I just made her get one. She's really old school. It's Anna, ANAS Cleaners, and that's it. She has one post, but we're working on that slowly. She's very minimal when it comes to that. So I've been the one to delegate everything so far, which I'm more than happy to do it. I've always been big on content creating and doing stuff to help get people involved. So it's kind of just like a calling. And once I saw that, you can get a hold of
Yeah.
me. We also did start a lot of people are asking to donate, but I can't reply to all the messages as much as I want to. I'm literally taking care of two tiny little toddlers, as well as steam cleaning and dropping packages off. So if they do want to donate money, that's going straight into fabric and also to Anna's small business. Um, we did start a koi account that would proceeds go to Anna and to her company.
Perfect.
That's great. And where is Anna's store located? Anna's Cleaners.
In Southern Highlands. Let me, should I say the address? Is that fine?
Sure, go ahead.
So it's Anna's Cleaners in Southern Highlands. The address is 11350 Southern Highlands Parkway, Suite 115. She's literally the only shop open in that, because she has to stay open for police, for firefighters. So I went there and made sure that she's wearing her mask, because she's a very stubborn lady. You guys know, if anybody knows her. But she's also having to deal with these medical professionals that are coming in, and I would rather them be prepared to have these masks on, because they should be wearing them all the time. So if they wash them or she supplies it to them, if they have to walk somewhere, if they have to go somewhere, they should always be just wearing something to protect others. Because again, they're the front
Mhm.
line, and they could be exposed at any time, and we don't know who is or who isn't at this point. So yeah, just to protect her too, because
Yeah.
We need her.
We do, and we appreciate that she's old school because she knows how to sew and she's getting it done and she's answering the call for the community. So, listen, Mary, thank you. Thank Anna for us. We love what you're doing for the community, and hopefully this will help get the message across too. And I love that you're just donating and you're not even, taking orders at this point. It's really about just getting
Yeah.
them to the people who really need them.
Yeah. And again, a lot of people are asking us if they can buy them from everywhere. And it's really hard for me to just, they are doctors, but again, they're not for sale. And it's really, as of right now, only for medical professionals in hospitals, in ERs, and doctors' offices. We understand that there's a lot of people out there in need, but I posted a video on exactly how to make it. I gave out the measurements. I'm giving full DIY tutorials about how you can make your own. So I'm encouraging everybody, people from LA have already started, people from different communities and counties have started their own. So it's kind of like a ripple effect that if you don't have it in your community, be that person to start it because we need it.
Well, it's awesome what you're doing, Mary. We appreciate your time and we appreciate what you're doing for the Las Vegas community here as well. Thanks so much.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for having us. And yes, to Anna and everybody else. And for you guys, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Mary. Take care. Yeah, it's such a great story, Sean. I'm glad you saw that. We're seeing so many people get creative, right?
Yeah, it really is amazing when we get into times and situations like this. You really do see people who want to step up and who want to help. Clearly, Mary and Anna are two of those people. I know there are several other people who are joining in this campaign and helping them out as well. So kudos to all involved. Thank you for stepping up and supporting our medical professionals here in Las Vegas who are really on the front lines of keeping us all safe.
Yeah, and trying to just spread some good news and some creative news with these updates. Tomorrow, there was a video released today of all sorts of Las Vegas entertainers and singers that they put together, kind of doing a We Are the World version. And we've got that version, and we're going to interview Brian Chan, who organized it, tomorrow here. And so they just keep coming in. Like, we thought we would maybe struggle finding some topics and stuff, but there's been no lack of topics to do.
There sure hasn't, and this video is something special. A lot of faces and voices that you'll recognize, and we'll be back 2:30 tomorrow afternoon here with another update, and we'll be talking about that video and premiering it for you.
Yeah, premiering it for you. It's out there, but it's going to premiere right here. All right, Sean, take care.
You too, Dayna. Stay well.
And thank you. Oh, and I just want to say a quick thank you to the Vegas Video Network. They've been putting out these live streams. It's really been incredible to be able to spread the word, in this facet of Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and Instagram. And there's Scott Whitney, the man.
He's like the Wizard of Oz, making it all work behind the scenes there.
Right. He's got the control going, But yeah, it's been so fun to work with him. He's always thinking of different ideas how to help the community. We've all been here a very long time, and it's wonderful that we do know so many people. So I think our part is, okay, how can we get these people, reach out, all these people that we know? It's easier for us to bring them on and bring them together. And so that's the plan, and that's what we're going to do, and until we don't need to anymore.
That's right. That's right. And when we're not here interviewing, Scott is doing interviews as well right here on the Vegas Video Network. So bookmark it, like it, follow it, keep it up on your feed, and stay tuned for updates.
All right. Have a great day, everyone.